Welcome back to the Third World Podcast. I'm Shaps, and we have on the other side of this table the one, the only
Caleb.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, I wasn't sure. Sometimes you say my name, sometimes you don't.
Yep, gets you every time.
Yeah, it does. I was just like, come on. And
Yep.
I'm sure you were just leading me on
Yep.
just for fun. Well, Shaps, you brought up a touchy subject.
Yeah,
With which,
you know how effed up it is that, I mean, some of them are funny, not gonna lie, but how like as soon as California is lit up,
yeah.
every single time, just the memes go so
Mhm.
hard.
Is this their biggest wildfire, though?
I don't know. I think it's too early to tell, honestly.
It is
I remember
burning.
like last one went on for a long time. So.
Yeah. And so this one's hurting like actual Hollywood actors. Like their
Yeah.
houses are burning down. Isn't that
Mhm.
crazy?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to say the memes.
Just
I haven't seen any, actually, though.
really.
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, they're everywhere. But
Let me see here. There was one thing my wife pointed out that I thought was really interesting. Yeah. Okay. Mandy Moore,
Mhm.
an actress, she started a GoFundMe for her house burning down. She's rich. Like
GoFundMe.
a GoFundMe. Let's see here. Mandy Moore sent a direct message to people who criticized her for promoting a fundraiser aimed at helping members of her extended family who were impacted by the LA wildfires.
Mm.
Let's see. Yeah, she's from the show This Is Us. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents watch it at least.
Yeah, I watched a few episodes when I was trying to pick up chicks. It didn't work.
Wow.
There's spoilers.
Mm.
Watching a show they like doesn't work.
Yeah.
They will still leave you on red.
That's so right. That's so right. I
Mhm.
started watching Only Murders in the Building
Mm-hmm.
because of that.
Yeah.
Mm.
My wife left me on red after I sat through Ace Ventura.
Sat
was-
through.
8 months later, we connected over something else.
See, I like Ace Ventura.
That's fine. I didn't care.
Okay.
Let's see. She wanted $60,000 on her GoFundMe. Now, again, not for her, but it's for her extended family. But it's only $60K. She could front that. She's rich.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. So anyway,
I mean, like, I guess I don't want to assume anyone's situation, but
yeah. Well, okay. So here's what I was thinking. A lot of people are laughing at the rich people whose house burned down.
yeah.
I'm not sure I necessarily agree with that. I understand. I know rich people are out of touch. I get that.
Yeah.
But your house burning down has to be a very traumatic experience. Like, not just your family heirlooms, like watching something you own burst into flames.
Mhm.
It has to show you that, hey, money doesn't solve everything. Like, you're just as prone to accidents as everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Also, at the same time, the fire department's like so overbooked, I guess. That
Yeah.
It's like you just have to let the whole thing burn. Like,
exactly. Like, that's got to be terrifying. Like, it's got to be traumatic. It's got to be depressing, you know?
mhm.
And people are just like, haha, rich people, finally. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
dude, like, come on. You know, I am of the opinion that violence doesn't solve anything.
Mhm.
And obviously the fire isn't like, it's not like somebody started it violently to prove a point. Like, it's a natural disaster in a
Right.
sense. So I get that. But
Well, it's like the insurance
yeah.
CEO, dude. Like, I actually,
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
glad you said that because you're probably the first person I know
Mhm.
that hasn't been like celebrating it.
I know.
And I'm like,
like
that's really weird. That's sick.
yeah. And it's like, if I'm going to condemn people that riot
Mhm.
and break stuff because they didn't like a verdict on a case,
Right.
if I'm going to condemn those people, I have to condemn the guy who shot a rich person. I have
Mhm.
to. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't it shouldn't matter. Like, you know, and don't get me wrong, like, is the insurance, are they overpaid? Yes. Do they deny people? Yes. Is it a broken system? Absolutely.
Mhm.
But if I'm going to condemn people for one act of violence, I have to condemn the other act of violence. Like,
That's just the one thing I'm never going to
Yeah.
cross. Murder
Yeah.
should just never, ever be.
I agree. And
the
again,
answer.
fire is a natural disaster. Like,
Mhm.
nobody started it, at least I know of. Maybe someone dropped a cigarette and didn't put it out all the way. But, you know, like, I don't know. The GoFundMe was a little much. You know what I mean? Like, I get that. Like, if you're rich, no, I'm not about to give you a penny. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the same people that are like, oh, just they're getting what they deserve, and the insurance will cover it. Like, I'm still like, that's the same thing as
Mhm.
the rioters during the George Floyd protests. You know, and they're breaking stuff.
I think
like,
at that point you're helping strengthen the divide between the classes by
Yeah.
saying, but you know, you have rich people dividing themselves from middle to low class, and then you have people below
Yeah.
them doing the same exact thing.
Exactly.
So you're not doing anything any better.
No.
Again, that's why I say I can't assume their situation.
Right.
Maybe because there are some rich people there's some stars who actually don't have a whole lot of money, you know, like who they have big houses, but it's all paid for by something else, you know,
Yeah.
like, so I don't ever want to be arrogant in assuming that, like, doubt if it was a need, if she didn't believe it was a need, you know, she wouldn't have put that out there. Like, that's just like such a weird kind of scummy thing to do. To just have other people pay for, you know, your family. But like, what if that's what she needed? I don't know. Like, who knows?
Right.
I don't know.
I'm not happy with it, and it rubs me the wrong way. But I see your point. Like, and at the end of the day, I agree. Like, you know, nobody knows. Maybe her bank account's zero. Maybe she has a big
Right.
house, but it's all paid. Somebody else is paying for it. Maybe.
Yeah.
But even then, like, I know people personally whose house is burned down. So it's like, you know, I know it's a big deal. Like, I can't imagine my house burning down. You know, so like now imagine that. But like rich people have feelings too.
I
They're
remember
human.
that
Like,
Fairly Odd Parents, where it's a weird example, but it actually kind of stuck with me. Where Timmy goes to Chip Skylark,
yep.
his house, and he's like, "Oh my God, you have all this stuff." And Timmy, I don't think liked Chip because he was a rich guy. And then Chip is like, "Oh no, I'm just like normal, you know, like the studio pays for all of this, you know, like I'm actually pretty broke, you know,
Yeah,
like I don't
yeah.
actually have anything, you know." And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, interesting. Like I don't ever see like any of those examples where it's like drawing kind of like similarities between the wealthy and the unwealthy.
Yeah.
But you know, it's kind of something stuck with me. I'm like, you really don't know,
Right. You really don't.
people's situations, and it's so easy to pick apart them when you're nowhere near them. But if you're in their situation, you might
Yeah.
be doing the same thing. Like,
And most of those people would trade lives with them in a heartbeat.
Right.
So I don't want to hear it. Like, you know,
Exactly.
I hate rich people, but if I could grant you one wish and you would, and you know, do you want to switch with this rich person? Yes or no? They're going to say yes.
Absolutely.
Like I would. So like, why am I picking on them? That could have been me in another dimension. I'm a billionaire and I'm running for president.
There you go.
You know, like, so yeah, I just don't get it. Like I understand, like, it's just jealousy. I'm just
need
gonna say
someone
it.
to hate.
Yeah.
You need someone to hate to cope
I'm just
with.
gonna call it jealousy. Like
Yeah.
you're just mad because they're doing well and you're not. That's literally what it is. You know what I mean? And I understand, like I said, insurance. Yeah, it's a broken system, absolutely. But like, you know, did you make your point? Did you when you shot the guy who runs a piece of the business? He doesn't run the whole thing. When you shot him, did that fix our American healthcare system? No.
No. And they're just gonna replace it with some other
Yep.
dude. So it's
exactly.
like,
Is he overpaid? Yeah.
and people are saying like, "Oh, CEOs are gonna be scared now." And it's like, is that what you want? A country of fear? Like I thought we were trying to get away from this oppressive,
Yeah.
dystopian. You know,
Absolutely.
like no, we want people to feel afraid. You know, it's like, dude, the closer we get, you know how like the French Revolution was like, that was there. You know, like Magnum, that was their breaking point. Well, people started like after the CEO died, people started like on TikTok and stuff posting videos of like, can you hear the people sing? You know, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's not the same thing at
Not
all.
at all. No.
Like you want that? You want that to be a thing where people are okay, I'm sorry. We had people storm the Capitol and people didn't like that.
Of course not. I didn't. I don't think a single person who did that should be pardoned. Here's my point. It's either all of it's okay or none of it's okay.
Exactly.
And I'm of the opinion, and don't get me wrong, like there was a part of me when the CEO got shot that was like, there was a part of me that was like, oh, I almost jumped into the camp of like, yeah, let's celebrate. But then I was like, no, we can't because it's not cool.
Yeah.
Like violence should never be the answer on that.
I'm glad you say that.
Yeah, and there's a temptation to go to the dark side. Trust me.
Sure.
Like, so, but I was like, no. Like, it's again, it has to be all of it's okay or none of it's okay. And if I condemn George Floyd riots, if I condemn Capitol rioters, then I have to condemn this too. I have to. And the same thing with the rich people. Like,
Absolutely.
I can't just like, you know, rich people, they're being traumatized. No, like I can't do that. And at the end of the day, they're people too. They are like watching your house burn down has to be one of the worst things to ever happen. It has to be. It has to be a horrible thing to experience. And it's probably something that I wouldn't want to wish on my worst enemy. You know what I mean? So like So I can't laugh that a rich person's house burned down.
Right.
Yes, will the insurance cover it? Yes, but does it cover your trauma? No, it does not. Like
You can say the same thing if your house burned down. You
yeah,
know? Like
yeah,
homeless
And-
people might be saying the same thing about you.
Mhm.
Like,
yeah,
or they live in your cabinets and they're like,
right,
"How do
yeah,
you
and they
do it?"
just hop out. You know, and I did. I got. Sorry, I got to just. I have to agree with. I feel like there's not a lot of people saying that though.
No, there's
I-
not. And
right.
that's actually shocking. Like, I thought there'd be more people who agree with me, but
No.
I cannot find them.
Yeah.
Like, sad. It's really sad. I
Mhm.
mean, like, there are like a couple people who are like, you know, like, yeah, it's kind of messed up or whatever. But it's like, no, you should. I'm heartbroken over this.
I am too.
It's not just like, oh, it is what it is. It's more like I hate seeing the direction of like this majority, you know, like how
Mm-hmm.
this is like something that's just like romanticized, you know. It's like
Yeah.
this is real life.
I agree.
This guy was a scumbag, you know, like I'm sorry you murdered someone for honestly not a valid reason. I
Right.
think there's very few reasons, you know, valid enough, right? Very not valid reason. You're a scumbag in my eyes, you know,
I
like
agree.
you didn't you could have made the right choices. You could have done it the
Yeah.
right way. And I get it. Life's unfair. Sometimes
Yes.
people are
It is.
untouchable. I get it. But like this vigilanteism, you know, where you take it in your own hands, like I just understand. You condemn all these shootings in one position, you
Yeah.
know, in one context, but this literally is almost the same thing, not to
Mm-hmm.
the scale, but it's like yeah, you're condemning gun violence, but like it's okay if if someone who deserved it in your eyes, you know, it's like it's so broken, dude. It's so twisted
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I don't like it at all.
I've been in a position in the workplace where you're the low level grunt, you're suffering, you're working all these extra hours, you're not getting paid crap, you don't have a personal life, you're just angry, and then the guy up top, he's a douche, he's out partying, he's out doing drugs, he's out like, and I tell you what, you have those thoughts. You sit there and you're like, you know, man, I wish I could just catch him in the bathroom while he's sitting on the toilet doing cocaine.
Yeah.
You know, and just
Mhm.
I've had those thoughts.
Yeah.
So I know what that's like. I get it. But like at the end of the day, like, you know, we have to be better. Like I hate to quote Kratos, but like we have to be better. Like we have to be like, I'm
Right.
sorry. Like, you know,
What separates us from the animals? Like the law is
Decisions.
the law is not a perfect system, but like it's
Yeah.
the closest thing we have, you know, like
yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
it's-
and you know whatever. But like I understand it's a real temptation, and I
Mm-hmm.
get why some people crack. Like the guy that shot the CEO, I get it. But yes, I'm with you. Like he
Mm-hmm.
needs to be punished. It's wrong. It needs to, you know. Anyway,
yeah.
I did like the memes that came out of it though.
Oh, yeah,
I
absolutely.
did like the fake alibis. Those are funny. Like you know, I disagree with what he did. I disagree that. I agree it sends the wrong message, but the memes were pretty funny. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean, like it was a meme where like Luigi went to the McDonald's and
Yeah.
or Mario went to McDonald's. He's like, oh, he's coming, he's
Yeah.
coming. But yeah, that actually reminds me. People literally people went to that McDonald's to harass the people who called the cops. I'm
Yes.
like, do you not see the problem here?
Right.
You know, like
Right.
you're not just hurting one person, you're hurting everyone. Like you're
Yep.
hurting these innocent people.
mhm.
I hate it. I hate
Yep.
it so much. It's so
yeah.
so two faced.
So I don't know. What seems satisfying in the moment, it does have a lot of consequences. The stuff you're not thinking about. Like I wouldn't have thought that McDonald's would have been review bombed and called and harassed. Like I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah.
Like, and the guy was just like he saw this guy's wanted. We need him.
He did his duty.
That's
Like
him.
his citizen duty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's
sitting
like-
right here eating a Big Mac. I'm calling like
Right.
so, but no.
He's in the play place right now.
Yeah, he's in the ball pit. Get him. So anyway,
Whoa.
anyway,
You know what you can do
I
if you have
digress.
all this pent up anger? You can play a video game.
that's right.
You can
Play Grand
video
Theft
game,
Auto.
or Star Wars. Or
All right. Before we get to that,
Yeah.
I will transition to games real quick.
yeah.
I finally beat Skyrim.
Yeah. When you say beat Skyrim,
No,
you
I
mean
did.
just the DLCs.
I beat it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
did I deliver every stick to every person?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, hey, take this apple and take it to my sister
Mm-hmm.
in Solitude. Yes,
Uh-huh.
I did. What
Did you get all the purple stones?
I got? No, I didn't.
Ha! That was
Yeah,
the
you got
one
me.
thing.
Yeah,
I
you're
knew
right.
it.
You're right. Maybe in 10 years when I play the game again, I'll go do that. But you know what I did this time? I did all the Dragon Priest masks.
I never did that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I posted a picture online. You saw it, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So let me tell you, have you seen what happens on YouTube when you get them all?
Probably something underwhelming.
It was so disappointing. Okay, so you go to Labyrinthian.
Mm-hmm.
You find the place where you put all the masks in.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a middle dragon skull
Mm-hmm.
or a dragon stone
Yeah.
head, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the spot for all 4 Dragon Priest masks.
Uh-huh.
I put them all in, and I was like, yes. And then the dragon head goes, and there's another mask in there.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yep.
I was so disappointed. I was like, I thought they combined into one mask, or I thought a boss would show up.
It's one of those things when because like you never get on your first or third playthrough, and you're
Yeah.
like, it's gonna be so amazing
Yeah.
when I get this.
Yeah. I almost didn't do it because I was like, hey, it's probably not going to be worth it. But I was
Same
like,
things happens when you get all the stones.
Yeah.
Nothing really happens. I think.
but I had all 5. I had 5 masks, and I was like, you know what? I need 3 more. All right, so I sucked it up. I did the College of Winterhold quest, which I hate, but it had a dragon mask
I
in it.
do hate that one. Is a slog.
It sucks, and it slowed my game down afterwards. I beat it, and my game was performing bad. It was lagging.
Really?
It was rubber banding. It was everyone was stuttering. I was like, man, this sucks, right? And I'm so glad I did it last, like dead last. Like that was the last thing I did. As soon as I beat it, I got that last mask. I ran straight back to that spot.
I never want to do Dawn Guard again. God.
Dude, and yeah, Dawn Guard wasn't that good. Like, I mean, I like the concept, and I think
The
if it
first
was,
part is cool.
Yeah.
You're hunting vampires or you're killing
Yep.
vampire hunters. And the last part when you fight the snow elf, if you can get there before the game breaks.
Yeah.
But yes.
but the Soul Cairn, so boring.
I hate the soul. King.
Yeah, we talked about this. Collect 50 soul husks. Like, no. I
Yeah.
could craft better stuff than this.
Mhm.
And yeah. Yeah, Dawn Guard's pretty boring.
Did you build your
And-
house? Did you build a whole
No,
big house?
no, because the anniversary edition comes with a pre-built house. That's
Oh,
That
but
still
it's
taps
not
in
worth it. It's not the same thing.
I've done it before though, and it's just I don't know, like
Boring.
it takes it out of you. Yeah, like you built the whole house, you get all the iron cufflinks,
Yeah.
and you get all the screws, and then you're like,
What
I'm
is
here.
this garbage.
yeah. So, but the anniversary edition comes with
Yeah.
it comes with a house that you solve the quest, you clear out the ghosts,
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah,
it just like there's your Hearthstone DLC or Hearthfire
Mhm.
Hearthfire DLC house. It's already pre-built, and then you get a steward, you get a house Carl, you do all
Bethesda
that.
didn't even make that one.
I know, but it was way better than what they actually did.
So, what was after beating it? What was your favorite quest? Or quest line or whatever?
I actually liked the Dragonborn DLC. I was surprised at how much I liked
Okay,
it.
that's the one I never could beat. So yeah.
Did
I'll have to
you
get
ever
on
start it?
that. No, I'll have to get on that.
Yeah,
I always want to save that as dead last.
yeah,
'Cause,
I did. Same.
Okay, so that's pretty cool.
The other quest line. Oh, the anniversary edition had a quest line where you actually go to Oblivion.
The Oblivion one.
was
I want to do that
good.
one. I want to do that one. Really
I was
bad.
shocked because excuse me. I was telling our mutual friend Lee about it yesterday, and I was like, you fight the Mythic Dawn cult, and I was
Yeah.
like, man, they're trying to open the door to Oblivion. I was like, there's no way. Like,
But there's Oblivion.
I was like, you're not going to go to Oblivion. You're probably going to stop them before the portal opens. Like, and that would have been a fine quest.
Sure.
Like, that was fun. And then, by golly, you kill the guy not before he finishes the ritual, and the door opens and it says, go to Oblivion. I was like, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And I was like, we're going. So I grabbed I had my swords. And I was like, let's go. And it was.
Dude, modders know how to
Yeah.
do Bethesda.
It was.
than Bethesda
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. And I was like, other than my only problem with Anniversary Edition is they didn't have any actors. So they took shortcuts on dialogue. There should be there are parts where there should be a heavy dialogue quest. Like one of the houses you get a letter in the mail from a guy who's like an ancient warrior, and he's like, I need someone to kill me so I can go to Sovereign
Oh yeah,
Guard.
and the guy's like, "Hello,
Yeah.
let's do that." But it's like
Yes.
reused lines.
Yes,
so
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm here to take you up on your offer. I understand. Grabs his stuff, kill him,
Dies
you
instantly.
get the house. I was like, okay. Same thing with the Blood Chill Cavern. The house in the caves, best house in the game. Like
Yeah.
fantastic. And the quest, like it was a very good premise, but like it's got the same problem. You go to the dinner people and you're like, hey, I'm here to check in. Okay. Come in.
Did you play the Redguard one? Was pretty cool, but yeah, same problem. It was really cool. You get to like raid a caravan and everything, and like get that cool armor.
Yep.
I duplicated the swords, so you have 2 swords that never lose their charge. I'm like, now, did you slay the Ebony Warrior?
Yeah.
You did?
Yep.
Holy crap, dude!
There's an exploit where you can cast a destruction spell, and then so you do it from Riften. You cast the spell, and then as you cast it, you pull up the map, and you go to Markarth. And if you fast travel to Markarth, you'll immediately have 100 destruction. So I did that 20 times, and I was at level 80.
Broken stupid game.
Yep. And so I got to level 8. So when I finished the game, I was level 69. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take out the Ebony Warrior.
Wow.
And
I remember the first time I fought him, I was on the cliff. I was like, I'm just gonna push him off the cliff.
Yep.
Push him off the cliff, rolls down for like 5 minutes, gets up. So I'm like, oh no.
Oh God. He's mad. So yeah, I collected all Dragon Priest Mask. I fought the Ebony Warrior. I beat Dragonborn DLC, which was really good, except for Dragon Riding does suck. Everyone agrees it's not good. I hated it, and the tutorial forces you to do it, and it holds you hostage on how to land until you kill like 4 enemies that are really hard to kill. So yeah, it was bad. But
so I'm playing through Oblivion for the first time as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why didn't you wait until the mod came out that made it Skyrim?
Oblivion?
Yeah.
I mean, I always like to play the original.
Okay.
But
Respect.
I will play Sky Oblivion when it comes out. I can't wait.
I won't.
You won't?
And then I was addicted to Skyrim for months.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that again. I just and I know it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for y'all, but I don't want to do that. And honestly, like my wife's so patient with me that like she let me do it. And I told her I was like, babe, I promise you, once I beat it, I'll be done. Like it's just one of those things when you start it, you have to beat it to lift the curse to get it off you. And so and she didn't get mad at me for playing. She let me play for 8 hours at a time until I got it out of my system. I was like, I can't do that again. For me, not just for my marriage, but for me, I can't. And I know if I play Sky Oblivion, it's going to happen again. And I can't do that to my wife, and I can't do that to me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I can't. And had I waited a couple more months till it came out and just played that instead, sure. But nope, I played Skyrim again. Anniversary Edition was so good. I did not regret a single part of it. And I finally was like, you know what? Let me do Dragonborn DLC. I'd never done it. I've traveled there, but I never played. And it was great. I loved it. It was so much better than Dawnguard. And it gives you a house. And I take my Skyrim playthrough too far, where I actually pretend I'm friends with the actual NPCs. And so when I walk in and everyone in the bar knows me and they're like, "Hail Dragonborn," I'm like, "Oh, guys." It's like I'm in a Cheers TV show. I take it too far. Like I'm like, "Oh, my friends," you know? And yeah, so like I finished it, got all the masks. I turned on Hamilton's One Last Time, the song, and I rode up High Hrothgar one more time. And when I got there to the top, I turned off the game and I uninstalled it. I was like, that's it. I've done everything I'm going to do.
Dang. That's
and
magical.
I closed it out. And I was like, that is a chapter in my life that I might not open till my kids are grown. Because I imagine at some point I will play it again, but just not now. Not for...
That's magical.
Yeah. And I teared up a bit because like I was a kid when it came out. I had all these dreams. And then it's been like 13 years, 14 years. 14 years later, I played it again, and I accomplished stuff I never accomplished before. And in my real life, I had a podcast I was doing, and I was married. I was like, I accomplished a lot of things that I had aspired to accomplish when I was a kid. Wow. And I finally was able to turn the game off again and be like, I did it. You know, so it was nice. It was really cool. So never again. Hopefully not again. I will not do the Dragon Priest quest again because that sucked. That was very disappointing.
And then
it was not worth all the hassle.
Elder Scrolls 6 comes out.
Yeah, I already told my wife I'm playing that. And she's allowed me to take a week off for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh, I mean, that's got to be in the marriage contract.
Yeah. So, all right. Anything else you want to say about that?
Speaking of which.
Speaking of Grand Theft Auto, we have here collector's editions. Have you ever collected collector's editions before?
I have one.
What game?
I have one. Well, it wasn't like it wasn't like the full blown like statue and everything, but it was like it had a steel book.
Okay, it's like a special edition.
Yeah, special edition with like a steel book, and like art and stuff like that, which I really
Yeah.
appreciate. And it actually had it was Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, cool.
I wanted to get it for the second one, but like they sold out so quickly.
Aw.
I don't, it
You
pisses me off.
You don't want to get it from eBay or anything? You didn't buy it
It's
from
just-
a scalper?
I just haven't. I haven't bit the bullet yet. That's all.
That's
I
fair.
want to get them all when they all come out.
Okay.
But what's really cool, you know how the original came on 2 discs. And obviously modern day, like you don't have to have 2 discs, but the Steelbook actually did come with 2 discs.
That's cool.
And to install it, you had to install the first one, then the second one. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
That's pretty neat.
I love it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the Steelbook looks really cool, has really cool art of Sephiroth. I'm like,
That's pretty neat.
I'm like, yeah, that's probably like, and I've bought that game probably like 2 or 3 times and played it all the way every single time. So I'm like, yeah, this is like, I would never spend this kind of money on any other kind of game. I think. So yeah, so I'm not like a big like collector edition guy. I don't really see like the need for it honestly, unless it's
Right.
something like I actually want to display. You know,
No, I
so.
agree. And honestly, well, I won't say I've been burned. I've been burned anytime I pre-order a game,
Sure.
every single time. But collector's editions, there's just something about them. But I don't do it that often, and it's because I don't have anywhere to put the crap. Like I
right.
just these two
That's
came
the
with,
thing. Yeah.
yeah, these two came with things that I have no place for in my house right now. Like, so I'll start with the Old Republic because it's actually missing a few things because they broke. The statue broke, sadly. Darth Malgus statue, it broke at the feet. The feet broke off, and so now he's just like laying down. But I brought Grand Theft Auto because I haven't bought a collector's edition since Grand Theft Auto 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to level with you. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy the 6th one when it comes out because it's going to come with one. And man, Grand Theft Auto is just such a big part of my life. I can't imagine just not doing it. It's an event. Like the first trailer literally broke YouTube, and we haven't had one in like 11, 12 years now. Like, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do another one. You know, like, so I'm excited. Like I'm ready to hop back on the train, the hype train. I'm hoping they don't delay it, but if they do, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not excited for whenever they do online again. I hope the single player doesn't suffer because of online like 5 did. I think 5 suffered a lot because they focused more on online. I hope they don't do that again.
Yeah.
Red Dead 2 really showed me that they wouldn't worry about that. They didn't focus on online as much. They put a lot of love into the main story.
People actually looked at it as a criticism.
Really?
Yeah, people were excited for online Red Dead. I mean, if you think about it, that's pretty exciting. Like like an open world cowboy game. The thing is though, they didn't put any content in it because of Grand Theft Auto Online. So people were like really pissed off, and they actually got so mad that they Rockstar responded with an email like a message basically saying like, "Hey, sorry, we don't have any plans for Red Dead. We'll release one more thing and that's it."
Yeah.
And then like even though Red Dead, like again, everyone loves Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it. You know, even if you don't play video games, you love Red Dead 2 typically. And the online, you know, like is a big part of that, I think. But for Rockstar to say, yeah, we're just
they abandoned it.
They don't have any support anymore.
They abandoned it. Yeah.
Yep.
They did. Because it didn't make money. It didn't make money like GTA Online
Yeah,
did.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's this live service stuff that always gets on my skin. So
Yeah, definitely.
And you know that's gonna be, dude, 80% of the workload's gonna go towards GTA 6 Online.
Yep.
I don't think there's gonna be any single player DLC.
Nope. Because Red Dead 2 didn't have any. Undead Nightmare should have been a slam dunk. They didn't bother.
Even GTA 5 didn't have one. So and they were going to.
They did. Yeah, they said they would, and then they just never did it. Yeah. And they even said later because online made more money.
They also took all the assets they made for single player and put it to online.
Yep. They brought back Franklin for the DLC that should have been single player, but they it went to online.
And it's like,
and
I can't even play that stuff because I don't have enough money. I don't have enough levels. You know, it's like,
and you got to get friends together to do it. Like you literally can't play certain stories without like 5 other people. Why would I do that to people?
Yeah,
people that don't play.
People get pissed off when you don't do it right. You know, like, it's like I want to go at my own pace.
Yeah,
but no.
So, but I'm hoping they learn their lesson, and GTA 6 is just a very good standalone story game, right? So, but let's go ahead and start. Oh, so what else came in the Final Fantasy remake stuff? The steelbook, art, anything else?
The art book.
You said no statue, right?
No, it had a statue version, which was Cloud on the bike,
Yeah.
which is really cool. But yeah, no, and that's all I wanted. Honestly, was just like something cool, to, like, because again, I don't have any room for that stuff either, so it was
Yeah.
perfect for me. That's probably the only thing I'll kind of shell a little bit more, and it was so exclusive for such a short time. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's again. I don't see myself buying collector's edition.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was like, oh my god, look at it. I was gonna, I want this thing and this thing. I almost bought the collector's edition of Fallout 76.
Yeah.
And I think after I saw that happen, I was like, no, never mind. Actually, I don't ever want to do this.
Yeah, I want to do some research into like collector's edition fails, but nothing really like stuck out to me. Like,
That's probably the actual.
yeah,
I mean, people make fun of the ones that don't come out with a game copy.
yeah,
But like 76 was definitely the one.
That one-
That was
yeah.
people like wanted refunds.
and everybody talked about it already. So I was like,
Uh-huh.
hey, just it didn't really. That story wasn't really sticking with me as far as like the worst collector's editions. Like there have been some fails, but yeah, that was like just butchered, like handled wrong, like borderline. I wish somebody followed through with a lawsuit
Yeah.
and like because they were like canvas back, right? And then when it
Yeah,
came out, it was nylon,
Mm-hmm.
and they went back and changed it. Oh, nylon! It was always nylon. Like they went back and
no,
edited the picture.
no,
I was like, no,
they didn't.
so
The,
insane to me.
So, Space Marine 2, which is a very surprising success. Like that, I think it won an award.
They even shouted out Total Biscuit in the credits.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, do you remember Total Biscuit?
I do.
British.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting.
He's dead. He
Wow.
had cancer and he passed away like
That's right.
8 years ago or something, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago.
That's cool.
And
did
they
that.
shouted him out because he did the first one. He covered it, and it was like he sung its praises. And
It was a game that actually not a whole lot of people played.
Yep.
It wasn't like, it was kind of like around the time of Gears of War. People said it was a Gears of War ripoff.
Yep.
But then second one comes out, and dude, it freaking sold like hotcakes.
Yep. Let me tell you,
And, yeah.
you brought up Gears of War. Sorry, I think Gears of War Judgment
Mm-hmm.
is the collector's edition that didn't include the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I was wondering which one it was.
I think it was that one. Anyway,
But yeah,
continue.
Space Marine 2 comes out.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it. They had a collector's edition, and actually, people bought so much of it that they are re-releasing the collector's edition with the statue and everything. I'm like,
That's cool.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever seen
No,
anyone,
high demand.
bring back their collector's edition. So,
Yeah.
this year, I'm looking forward to a lot of titles coming out. Definitely, there's a lot. There's a lot, but I'm only probably going to be able to play one of them or two. Who knows?
Right.
Because games are expensive and
They
they're
are.
long. They're so long
Yeah.
now.
Well, I don't buy collector's edition for that reason. With the stupid price hike of adding $10 to it, like,
Right.
and then so that means the collector's editions are going to be like $1,000, like
yeah.
legit, or whatever, 120, like 150. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not. But I will do it for Grand Theft Auto. But that's it. If Mass Effect was still good, I'd do it for Mass Effect. But Mass Effect hasn't been good for 10 years, and it won't be good forever again because BioWare is going to close down. Pull a barf if I'm wrong. I'll pull 10 barbs if I'm wrong.
Pull up. Oh, yeah. Thank you. That's right. Need to remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen any breakdown videos on Dragon Age Veilguard? Side note. No. So people have made it a point to point out.
I just can't believe how many of these videos I'm sending you, by the way.
Yeah.
How many of these videos, like, oh, it's not just one scene. There are so many different
There are loyalty
scenes.
missions dedicated to this stuff. It's bad.
What were you going to say?
You can't be mean in that game.
No. I saw that.
Yeah,
It was
every
like,
BioWare game. There's an option to kick puppies in every scenario, but in this game, it's like
I think the one I sent you last one, it was hey, let's talk about your problem or what's going on with you. It's like it's the same thing.
and that's the renegade option. Let's talk out our feelings.
Be slightly sarcastic.
Yeah, yes, and it's like
I'm like, dude,
BioWare's gone, dude. It's not gonna.
that's
We're not gonna get another good BioWare.
what happened
game.
in Remember in Mass Effect 2, you could just like punch a journalist in the face,
Mm-hmm.
like just.
Dude? The violence against women people would go crazy if you did that today. You can't do that anymore. So yeah,
Oh man,
it's horrible what's going on in our BioWare games. I don't like it.
bring back.
Yeah, bring back everybody else fire who's currently working there.
Oh,
So
well. I'm looking forward to the. Well, I guess there's no real resurgence. I thought there was going to be a company that kind of like carried on the BioWare name, you know, or like made their own thing, kind of like a successor or whatnot. But I don't even think there is one
No.
right now.
The Casey Hudson, like I think he started a game studio.
He did.
I wish he would just stay at BioWare. Maybe it's because it's run by EA and
Oh,
he
I don't
hates it.
blame him for leaving. It's just,
I don't know. Like,
dude, he probably had no say anymore.
I guess.
No, I don't blame. There's a reason he left. Definitely,
guess.
And that's
Well-
the reason all of them left. You know, so
You know what stayed the same though is Obsidian. They're still great.
because Obsidian is amazing.
I know. Well, I know, but like
Yeah.
they stayed amazing. That's the thing. Like, because Bioware used to be amazing. That's the thing. And same with Rocksteady. Like they used to be amazing. But it's like everyone quits, everyone leaves over time, and you know then you get replaced with people like, yeah, we can do a live service.
I'm a little worried about Obsidian being owned by Microsoft, but
Yeah, for sure. I feel you.
I'm interested in their Skyrim game because they're not making an Elder Scrolls game, but they're making it like kind of like what they did with New Vegas. They're
Yep.
or not New Vegas, Outer Worlds,
Outer Worlds, yeah.
Outer Worlds.
They did New Vegas too, right?
They did New Vegas, but
Yeah.
Outer Worlds was like a Fallout in space
Yep.
before Fallout in space happened.
StarCraft.
Starfield.
Starfield. Sorry.
Yeah. So they made an Elder Scrolls like game. Looks very similar. But
What's
I'm
it
like,
called?
I don't actually know what it's called. It hasn't gone out yet.
I
But
would say, hold on, that sounds great.
it looks really cool because
Yeah.
it's Oblivion or not
Yeah.
Oblivion, Obsidian.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, these guys freaking know how to make this game work, and they don't use the creation engine.
Yeah.
So like, I think they use Unreal, which is like what you should be doing,
Mm-hmm.
but no.
What company has made a Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? They're not using Unreal. They're using something else, and it looks great.
They're using, I don't know what other engine
Right.
they could be using.
They might be using their own, maybe.
No,
but I don't
they're
think
a little
so.
too small for that.
Yeah,
I
they'd
don't know
have
what
to
they're-
build
Are
it,
you sure
but-
it's not Unreal?
I'm pretty sure. Like I read, like they're purposefully not using Unreal. Is what I was
Maybe
reading.
The Crytek? I don't know.
Right. So I was like, cool. I mean, good if that's what you think works best for your studio.
It's
Like,
just
they make good games.
It's Unity. It's
The free version. It's like Audacity, but for gamers. Or OBS. Just kidding. OBS is all right.
obvious. Good.
All right. I hope this actually still has stuff in it. But the Old Republic Collector's Edition. Now, again, the statue broke, and I took out the keychain, and I don't think I would have showed that on camera anyway in case someone could steal my login.
Right.
But the keychain came with something where you press the button, it gave you the security
Yep.
key
Right.
to log into the
No, they
Old
were really
Republic.
pushing for that.
Yeah. And I can't log in to the Old Republic. I'm like I'm looking at the camera.
Right.
I can't log in to the Old Republic without my security key. Like
Yeah.
I've tried. Like you can't do it. So like I still have it, thank God, and I can't lose it. Otherwise I'll never be able to play again. But the game came with the statue, the security key, and it came with the is this a disc? Oh, it came with the soundtrack.
That's cool.
That's cool. It's on disc. Huh. I feel like I'm opening this for the first time because it's been forever.
I like that.
The disc is still here.
They actually came out with a digital collector's edition where you get all the digital stuff
Yeah.
in the games, so it's not locked behind this paywall anymore.
Right. And actually though, I don't think they do this anymore. Like the soundtrack, you have to get it digitally, I think, nowadays on collector's editions.
Final Fantasy did have a soundtrack. That's what I forgot.
well, that's good
but
for
yes.
them. I'm glad. All right, these are
Ooh,
so
that's cool.
these are so dusty.
It's an art book.
Yes. No, it's a okay. When the Old Republic came out, do you remember the videos where with Master Nost Dural and he would tell you everything that happened from the beginning
Yeah.
to well, they never finished it. They stopped after the Mandalorian Wars or something.
Yeah.
And this came out and it's the rest of the story. So it's, yeah.
Really?
So it's the book and it has every journal entry and it starts from what happened now to all the way back to the founding of the Jedi Order.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's all here, and it has maps, right? And it has copies of I think this is the treaty, like of the agreement. No, not this one, but yeah, this one comes with maps and defense strategies.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, dude, this was legit.
Dang.
It was $150 for all this, but like here's the story. Here's the Mandalorian Wars. It's got Revan. This is the Sith race, like how they actually were formed. Like, do you remember these?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's
I watched all of them.
I did, and they didn't finish. And
Wow.
but this came with the rest of the story.
That's crazy.
They didn't animate it, but the rest is here. And I read it, and it's great. So kept it. One time I tried to sell this, and I don't know why, but not anymore.
That's pretty valuable, dude.
I'm keeping it.
I love that.
I don't even care about like how much I would get for it. I'm just happy. This is unrelated. This was instructions to build a Boba Fett statue, and the camera's not on. To build a Boba Fett statue, but this didn't come with the collector's edition.
Gotcha.
I just stuck that in there for some reason when I was a kid. This is how to. It's also unrelated. Galaxy map Come with a little bend in it. Sorry, guys. Came with the
That's cool.
there. And like, if you want to touch any of this, you can. Here,
Yeah.
here you go. Galaxy map.
That's
So the
cool.
main map that's in the game that came with all the planets, it's all there. And I think lastly, like I said, it did come with the statue, but that's broken. And then it came with the security key. And then the Treaty of Coruscant. This is classified, chap, so be careful. We
Really?
can't show this on camera.
Thank God we're off.
As per Article 2, public release of this section will be considered a treaty violation. Oops. The Republic Senate will designate all contents as state secret and provide information. Leading up to the game, there was a Treaty of Coruscant, which was broken during the first trailer when Malgus raided the Jedi Temple. All right. Communications regarding these terms will be sent directly to Darth Mar, Darth Mekis, and Darth Valran.
Dude, that's cool. They're actual characters in the game.
Yep. Pretty neat. They don't. I want to say they don't make them like this anymore.
Can I take a picture of that?
Yeah, absolutely. The treaty.
Yeah.
Here you go. I'll send it to you.
I play. I run a campaign, a Star Wars D&D campaign. That's an Old Republic, and
I dig
friends
it.
will Love this.
Yeah. Feel free. And do you want to look at this real quick? You don't have to, but if you're interested in the storybook.
Yeah.
And then,
This is cool stuff, Caleb.
Isn't it
Man,
cool?
This is really cool.
yeah, I can't believe I tried to get rid of it when I was a kid.
Dude, I would have loved this.
Yeah, I should have met you back then. I should have hung out in my small group.
20 bucks. I'll do it for 20 bucks.
Bro, I would have upcharged you for no reason. $100.
Yeah, it's back when you were mean. So yeah.
Yeah, no, dude.
Yeah,
I wasn't even mean. I was just an idiot.
Oh, this is cool stuff. All right, so, dude, nowadays, you're right. They wouldn't do all this stuff.
They wouldn't, bro. Like, they stopped animating the video halfway through,
Right.
you know? Halfway
Oh,
through the
yeah.
story.
Dang. Wow.
Yeah, isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Pretty cool.
Mhm.
The Journal of Master Nost Dural. I can still hear his voice because I used to check the website every day trying to catch the next video.
Wow.
And I was so mad when he stopped. Obviously, not he because he's not a real person. But when BioWare stopped making that, I was so mad because I was hooked and I was checking every day, and they just never did it. Like,
Not that I want them to, but they're never going to release any Old Republic like series or movies or anything, which is a shame.
I don't want them to either.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
They're going to F it up.
I wish Obsidian made Old Republic 3 because it would have been dope.
Oh, yeah.
This Grand Theft Auto 5 Collector's Edition. It is
Yes.
dusty. It's sticky from where I tried to peel off all the stickers. It's old.
Mm-hmm.
It's got picture of not Lindsay Lohan.
Hot Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, she tried to sue them over
Yeah,
her
yeah, of
face.
course, everyone knows that.
And the stupid Florida Joker is trying to sue Grand Theft Auto for the same thing. He has like warrants out for his arrest, but he's threatening legal action. Like, dude, you got to turn yourself in, because no one's gonna show you in court.
Anyone make a quick buck?
Yeah, no. Let's see. So it's got the standard art. In fact, I don't get this. Why is this picture here? It's cut. It's cut out. Like, it's not the full picture. It's just a gun.
Maybe Michael.
Yeah, but like, where is Michael? Like, it's not. That random picture of someone's hand, and then a picture of a racist picture of a black man committing crimes. We don't know who though. We just know he's
Or Brown, man.
no. Like, they have an obsession with hands, like hand,
Mm-hmm.
hand.
No, I know, because it's you. It's like you. Like, it's you, and you're doing all these crimes.
Okay. Xbox 360, pretty cool. Featuring Grand Theft Auto Online. I did my parents dirty with this, so I bought this. I put this on my birthday list, and then I didn't tell them I didn't have an Xbox to play it on, because I went to college when I got it. So I couldn't take the house Xbox everybody played with. And they said, "What are you gonna play it on?" I was like, "Oh, I don't have anything, but it is what it is." So I guilt tripped them into buying me an Xbox, and they did. So I got to play this finally when I got to college. So, boop, boop, boop. Let's go.
I have a feeling it's going to be a little less.
I was gonna say, just prepare yourself. It's not gonna be as cool as this one. I bet. I was actually surprised with how cool this one was upon reopening. So, all right. I have a vague memory of what's in here. If
it doesn't look like a bank vault. Dang it, doesn't.
I know, right? It should okay. So the box is kind of neat. Grand Theft Auto 5. It's got the nice feel on it. It's got the classic logo. I think I have trouble fitting all this stuff back in when I'm done. Nope, never mind. Looks all right. Steelbook. Oh, I forgot about that. The discs are long out. Do you remember when games came with the little packets?
Yeah.
And they used to be so cool and so full of
Kind of instruction manuals, but they had like information.
Art
They had art on it. They
on,
had like little comic books.
it came with like context, like, hey, this is Lamar. He likes committing crimes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so nowadays they're like this. They're skinny, and it says, if you need help, call this number. Here's basic Xbox controls. Like, they're just so bare bones now. Oh, look, a link to the social club if you want to download the Rockstar app. Thank you.
Can't wait. Oh, I forgot they did that. You can train your dog in your app.
You remember that? I forgot about that. You just unlocked a core memory. All right, here's a map of Los Santos. Now, my criticism of GTA 5 is it's a big map with nothing to do in it. You know?
Right.
Pretty lame. But look.
Yep.
But instead of pulling up the in-game map, oh, shoot, I tore it a little bit. If I wanted to, I could open this map.
Yeah, that's
be
the
like,
definitive way to play.
Yeah, this is the way the game was meant
Honestly,
to be played. Right here.
think of it this way: those RPers, you do a fake road trip with some people, and you're like, okay, we have to use this map and not the online map.
Yeah. Screw that. Okay, look, it comes with all the tattoo shops where you can play tennis. Do you remember when? Did you play GTA 4?
Oh yeah,
there was a lot of fun to have with your friends where you could go out and and go bowling, go play pool, go fly a helicopter
comedy
together.
shows.
Yeah, okay. They took out all the fun stuff and they replaced it with tennis, yoga, triathlon, parachuting. That was all right. Flight school. Like they took out all the fun stuff and they replaced it with nothing. The only entertainment thing is strip club and cinema. That's all you could do.
And those aren't entertaining.
No, never. I never went to the strip club in game. Bad people that do that. Bad
Juice.
Yeah. Did you want to see the map? Or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. I
I've
didn't
seen
want
that
to
map
give it to you anyway.
a billion times.
Yeah, I know. All right, but Steelbook's nice. I like it. It almost feels like you can pull this out, but you can't.
Nope.
Look at that collector's edition pack. I don't even think I ever redeemed this.
Wow.
I could have had Trevor's bowling shirt.
Yo.
Whoa, I would have changed the whole game. It would have added fun missions and activities that they cut out for online. Oh, what's this? Is this the map again? Hold on a minute.
But blueprint.
All right. Next up in this box is this blue map that I'm not sure what it does. Like you said, it looks like a what?
Blueprint?
Yeah. I don't want to open this again. Oh, okay. Is it City of Los Santos? Is that from the FIB up top? I can't really tell.
Yeah, seems like it.
It's in Morning to the county. I don't know. Los Santos and Blaine County. Those are totally real places. It looks like a blueprint. Simeon vehicles for fast cash. Safe house, fast cash, custom rides. It kind of, I mean, it would be cool if this was like for Easter eggs. Like if it told you where to find Bigfoot. You remember San Andreas when it was like, oh, Bigfoot's here. Go find the Loch Ness Monster. Go find the Chicken Man in the hills. Like if it had Easter eggs, that would be really cool. But it looks like, I don't know. Like the original San Andreas had like all the places you can tag and spray paint over gang signs.
Yeah.
If this game has something similar, like if it had where to find collectibles, Easter eggs, all that stuff, that would be really cool. But I don't see this justifying however much it cost at the time. And that was either like $150 or $200. I really don't remember.
Yeah.
But I know it wasn't cheap. It definitely wasn't free. In fact, it could have been like $250. I'm trying to remember, but it was expensive. And
so it really just has two maps.
let's go.
So it only has the two maps. Is there anything else in this thing?
Yes. Let's see. As we put this back, this key.
Okay.
The key says Grand Theft Auto 5, though. Isn't that cool?
No.
Oh, and it's on a keychain, but it is kind of heavy. You want to see?
Wow.
That was not worth it.
Nope.
And then the magnum opus,
Okay.
the thing I know that was like I know this is in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bag.
Uh-huh.
What material is this? I don't know. That part's heavy. There's a full-on lock on there.
Oh, is that for the
Yeah.
key?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The key goes into the bag and unlocks it. I actually didn't know that until today when I was like, oh, that's what that's for.
Not quite nylon, but it's definitely cheap.
Yeah. And it's got the logo on it. It looks all right.
We'll freaking open that up and see what they got. Yeah.
It feels empty.
Just like this box.
Oh, that was actually quite a satisfying feeling right there.
Mm-hmm.
Just pops open. Yeah, it's empty.
Oh,
What would I put in here?
fake money.
Wait, the blueprints.
You feel success yet?
No.
Is this what it feels like?
Was it like, I mean, okay, so the first heist in Grand Theft Auto where you steal the jewelry, is that what this is supposed to be like
I thought
representing?
no, they had duffel bags.
Yeah, you're right. What is... I'm going to look up how much this costs. I feel ripped off and it's 10 years after the fact. Let's see. GTA 5 Collector's Edition. Oh, they're selling Collector's Edition for $200 on Amazon right now. Oh, it did come with a hat, a Los Santos hat.
Oh, well, that would have made it all better.
Yeah. And I have that still. I never wear it, though, because I'm not a dork. Well, I am, but not for that. Okay, look how cool they make the map look on the picture.
Yeah, it looks like you're actually going to commit a crime.
Yeah, you're going to open the blueprints. I'm trying to see, though, like what the breakdown is of everything. Let's see here. So, too blurry. Try again. Yeah. Blueprint map. Yep, you had it right. Steelbook. And then in-game items. But what's this? What do they call it? I mean, I know what the bag is. I guess I don't need to look it up. But what's the price here? There's a collection edition online that looks way better, and it's selling. It looks way cooler. Okay, it was $150.
Oh, okay.
Rip off. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty lame.
You better go tell your mom that she needs to buy something better next time.
Yeah. I like the idea of having a bag you can lock, but there's nothing in it. It's like if you could pull out a statue of Trevor or something, or Lindsay Lohan. I have to remember I put the blueprint in here.
Right.
Because I'll be... No, never mind. Let me take it out. I'm going to forget. It's going to be locked in there forever. What do I tell my kids? That I wasted money on this, right?
You're going to tell your kids about that?
No. No, it's my best kept secret.
That's right.
I don't know. Collector's Edition. I'm disappointed with this one. Do you think they've gotten better or worse over the years?
Definitely worse, dude. They want to include the least amount as possible.
Yeah. That's pretty lame. I wonder if 6 will be just as bad. Sorry, this goes back in.
Yeah, they're not going to get better. That's where they're at.
I don't know. What you looking up anything?
Collector's editions, and yeah, a lot of these just same stuff.
Lame.
A little lame, a little lame.
I can't believe I stuck miscellaneous instruction books in here. This key.
Yep.
So I looked up. I tried to look up bad collector's editions, and of course, it's based on your opinion. The only one that everyone unanimously agrees on is Fallout 76 being bad. You know what I could put in that bag is one of these headsets.
Oh yeah.
And then of course I'll lose the key and never be able to open it and get it back. That's disappointing. But World at War, Call of Duty World at War had a bad collector's edition.
Really? That's the one. That's the one that came before Black Ops, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What was that one like? The collector's
Really,
edition.
the only item people complain about it came with the canteen, like a World War I canteen.
Okay.
And it looked okay, except I think you couldn't open it. And you're like, oh, okay, you can't open it, or maybe the water tastes bad or whatever. Like, fine. Well, maybe I can just set it up in my bookshelf and make it look nice. And then it wasn't flat at the bottom; it was round, so you couldn't. It would just fall over, so you couldn't sit it up and make it look cool in a bookshelf. So
Wow.
that had a little bit of controversy, and I think one of the Resident Evils came with a leather jacket. I think it was $6, but then it was like $2,000. The whole collectors. It was like ridiculously expensive. So
$6.
yeah,
This kind of reminds me of like Loot Crate or something.
yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. So Loot Crate, they're still open.
Really? I didn't think they were. I thought I was just joking.
No, they're still open. In fact, I don't know if they're still doing monthly themes though anymore. I can't. Do you remember? Was it once a month or once a week?
It was once a month.
I think it was once a month. Yeah.
Yeah, they had all these different themes.
I think now you can just customize your crate or pick your crate. But my problem with Loot Crate was a surprise every month delivered to your door. Let's see. Let me see. Shop now.
How unbelievably cheap everything was.
Pop culture. Okay, $30 for a crate. $30 for Loot Fright. Wizarding World Fallout crate. Loot tees. I think you buy the tees separately. I can't believe they're still open, bro.
Who buys Loot Crate, dude?
Well, I know a guy who did, and he kept buying the premium ones that came with the game. So I know he got the Gears of War Loot Crate, and he paid like extra.
Was your brother?
No.
Okay.
No. My brother buys other dumb stuff. Mystery crate for die-hard horror fans. New item every other month for the Fright ones. But who's supplying their stuff? Like, anyway, I don't know who their suppliers are. And all this stuff just looks like junk. And, like, I understand, like, it's a cool idea. I get that. But it's, like, I don't know. How do you collect all that? And, like, where do you put it? Like, I remember the same guy got, like, the Titanfall Collector's Edition. It came with a really cool statue and everything.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. Like, how many statues can you hang up that are huge?
Also, it's just like one of those things, like, I don't know how much did it actually cost them to make all this stuff. And some of it, when you combine too many things, just looks ugly. You know?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Not gonna all match. So, yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm freaking shocked. Loot Crate's still open. I was trying to see if they had a.
I just cleared out. I think I said this a couple episodes ago. I just cleared out so much of my garbage in my house. Of all this stuff over the years, presents and stuff, I either donated or got rid of it. I'm like, dude, I really am a minimalist. Because like I hate just stuff lying around. I hate having little statues and stuff. Like unless there's like a place for it, it just doesn't fly with me. So I'm like, don't get me random little crappy stuff like that, you know, because I'm gonna throw it out eventually. So Loot Crate is just like that, but you're paying for it.
Okay. Company announced it was filing for bankruptcy protection on August 12th, 2019. That's what we heard. Laying off close to half of its remaining workers in the weeks prior. The company owed more than $30 million in debt and $5.87 million in taxes, while its credit card processor had withheld payments to the company. While under Chapter 11 bankruptcy, it planned to continue to fulfill orders but seeks potential buyers. On October 1st, 2019, subscribers were informed by email of Loot Crate's sale to Money Chest LLC. Majority funded by NECA, the company now operates under a new name, The Loot Company. Okay. Yeah, they sold. And the website looks very bare bones. It doesn't look like it pushes any particular theme anymore like it used to.
Yeah.
They used to have monthly, like every...
Like this one's anime week.
Yeah, they used to do that, and they don't do that anymore. So I think people agreed by 2019. Everyone had kind of agreed, like, like we don't need all this garbage. And I remember one time they switched their model to where, like, hey, you can opt out of this month if you don't want it, if you're not happy with this theme. So, yeah, I think that's what they did. So, and then I think enough people decided, like, this is worthless. We don't need any of this crap. So, I don't know.
Oh, well.
Pretty interesting, I'd say. So, I think that's it today, though. What do you think?
Yeah.
That was fun, actually. Not Grand Theft Auto 5. That was pretty disappointing. But I was surprised with how much I enjoyed the Old Republic Collector's Edition.
Yeah. It's stuff like you want to go through every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get the GTA 6. Now I feel weird.
I don't think you should. I'm going to be honest. I think it's going to be a big disappointment.
I think I opened this and I was like, that kind of killed my hype for GTA 6 Collector's Edition.
This one's better than most. So I'm like, it's rare if it's like a good Collector's Edition.
It had a lot of love in it. It didn't feel like it was showy. Like, oh, look at all this garbage we're gonna put in. It felt more like, hey,
someone had to type out that whole PDF about the Coruscant Treaty. Someone had to draw all that art.
It felt like somebody who like wrote me a bunch of love letters and stuck it in a box with that just happened to have a game in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And was there a steelbook in this? Because there was a steelbook.
Well, maybe not in that, but yeah, but
just
I think
now
it came with it.
Yeah, it did come with it. Yeah, I mean, I forgot about that. So Steelbook is a bare necessity for collector's editions. So like at least GTA 5 had a Steelbook. It came with 2 maps that I found to be pretty useless. And then a bag I just don't know what to do with. I don't know. Maybe I should just look before I buy. Maybe I should look at the collector's edition.
I just looked at the prices of Rebirth Steelbook. I'm definitely buying it.
How much is it?
It's 150.
That's not bad.
For like the steelbook and the art and everything. So I'm like,
yeah, I'll look up GTA 6 Collector's Edition and see what actually comes in it. If it comes with that bag again, they really tricked you on that blueprint, made it look like.
Oh yeah, it was like,
yeah.
Wow, what the heck am I getting?
Yeah. Oh, you can roll it up. Wow, it looks like a mat. If it was a mat, like a mouse pad, that'd have been kind of cool. But nope, they didn't care enough to do that. So pretty disappointing. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right. Well, I think that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed.
I certainly do. Well,
yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope next time is also just as fun. So, thank you guys for joining us today. I don't know what else to say.
Have a fantastic day. What will we put in our? Well, actually, we have some little personal merch now. Maybe we can put a little Loot Crate or collector's edition.
I know, right? I don't know how to replicate this because it's literally just a sticker.
Oh, it's a sticker.
Yeah, it is a sticker. Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, it's a really good sticker because you can't tell. Yeah. But yeah, it came in the mail like this, so pretty neat.
Cool. Just keep putting that stuff on junk. I don't know. Just throw it in a box.
Brahms has a bunch of stickers stuck onto the side of the building. I should stick a bunch of Third World Podcast stickers on the side. And then boom.
That's advertising.
Everyone's like, I saw your Brahms sticker and now I'm a subscriber.
It's good.